So for the game, let's get to it. It's questions. Let's see how much you know your school content. Anyway, the question is, why did the accountant bring a ladder to work?
Why did the accountant bring a ladder to work? It makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense.
Okay, why did the accountant keep falling over?
Oh, that's
That's funny. Oh God.
Oh.
Okay, what do you call a liability without any friends? Hi there, Tales lovers. Welcome back to Pot TV, and it's your girl Lulu Blue, and I'm sitting with Young Breeze, not Young Breezy,
It's
Young
your boy,
Breeze.
Young Breeze. Umoya omncane. Yeah, I
Some
think-
smaller nyana moya.
Yeah.
What made you come up with that name?
Hey, yeah. If I'm really being honest, I was very young when I gave myself that name. I gave myself that name because it sounded cool, Young Breeze, Yeah, and then people knew me by that name as I grew up. And then it felt like I owned the name. So I decided to keep it and then give it new context. You know how breeze, it's not storm, it's just breeze. When it's hot, you need the breeze. So I feel like, my music gives you that breeze. When you listen, it's like fresh air in your ears. So I was like, you know what, I'll keep that name. And the fact that breeze is everywhere, versatile, it can flow through small areas. So in music, I feel like I'm versatile. I can go on tight beats, so.
I was actually
decided to
about to
keep
ask that, are you versatile with your music?
I think I'm versatile, but personally, I think I'm versatile. But I heard somebody that told me my music is very much similar, but I feel like those people only hear one of my song or two and then decide. But if you were to go to my Spotify, listen to the first top song, Girl For Me, it's Afrobeat. The next song is hip hop, me trapping. The next song, it's me trapping. The next one I'm rapping. It's like, some I'm rapping fast, some I'm trapping. So if you're a hardcore rapper and you hear my other song, you'd feel like, what was it doing now? Because he's playful now. But if you listen to trap and then you go on that side, you'll see that I spit. And then I do Afrobeat. Like I said, this was my first Afrobeat. And I'm not scared to try out new
genres as well.
Yeah, I enjoy music, especially the ones that I listen to. I listen to soul and I love it. And I always try to, when I like a song, a style of song, I always try to, what if I can make the same type of song as well? Not the same type, but like the same genre.
What if I try?
Yeah, because I get inspired. I listen to way different type. I even listen to Benjamin Do. I even listen to gospel, by the way. Benjamin Do.
So we should be expecting a gospel song soon. Soon nje uyangibreeze emasontweni.
Sabangena.
I can imagine. But it's a good thing that you're a very versatile artist. But would you say you're versatile now because you're still finding which genre you fit into, or you just want to be a versatile artist through and through?
I think I'm versatile because of, like, if my producers were to play me different beats, if I like the beat, I want to hop on it. Like I said, I listen to Afrobeat and I appreciate the beats as well. So when I listen to beat, it doesn't matter what genre it is. If I appreciate the beat, I'll always hop on it. That's me now. I don't know if in the future that will change, but currently, if I'm just sitting with people and they play me beats and I love it, then why not? Or if I'm with somebody else who's doing a different genre and they are, they play them a beat and they can quickly think of a hook and now we can work together. I'll always be like, if I get the idea though, I don't just, like we just sit, you play beat and then I get an idea and I'm like, I can try this.
You feel it in your creative juices.
Yeah,
I feel it. Like what's
if
happening.
It's there, exactly. And
then you pop in.
And then I just pop in, but I don't really say, okay, now I'm tightening myself to this, right? But maybe an album might be a specific sound because I'm trying to relay a certain message to a specific type of people. But for singles, I mean, singles is just me really having, it depends on the mood that I was in that specific day.
So when you say maybe and on an album, that means you don't have an album currently?
No, I do actually. My first release on all platforms was actually an album, 2021. But those were songs I was recording from like 2019, somewhere from 2019, 2020. And then some I recorded them like early 2021, and then I only released them like 2021. But that one is a specific sound, specifically. Like it has a message. Because the name is story time, so there's a specific side of me that I was trying to portray.
A specific story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it had a, for example, the first song says "Mommy love you." The last song is "Happy Ending," right?
Oh, okay.
So I've been through some stuff. So I haven't really have a, I don't know if I should give it out, but I haven't had a, perfect relationship with my mom. So that's why I started the album with "Mommy Loves You." And
you're
then,
reassuring yourself.
Yeah, things like that.
That regardless of whatever is going on, but she does love you.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I had a song called Black Lives Matter as well, which that time was my biggest song that time. And it was the first single of the album. I released it in 2020, but added it to the album. And then I have an album called song in that album, a song called Broken Woman, and that was inspired by, you have since 2020?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I'm a newbie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just arrived.
You just arrived. Really
Also hearing your story that you actually started writing music in 2018 when the sounds, I stand corrected, in 2016, and you're like, that music, if you can go back and listen to it, it was bad, the quality was bad, but you were doing it. That inspires me.
Really?
It inspires me because it's like, regardless of whether I have the equipment or whatever, or I'm at the stage where I'm like making the content that I feel like a lot of people are engaging with, but I get up in the morning because I know that there are people like Young Breeze who were making it since 2016, and they are only, I feel like your audience is getting bigger now.
No, it's really only getting bigger now, and that is why I don't look down on creatives that are just starting. Because I'm sure when you started, you probably just started with the phone, and before you had this equipment and stuff, you probably just started with the phone, and then your love for it just grew, and you're like, I want to get.
And as I met more and more creative people, more entrepreneurs, more leaders, that's when I literally got into like it more. And now you're interviewing me. No, we're not doing this.
No, but
we're not doing this. You're the one I'm interviewing.
You also have an interesting story, so you could.
You can start a podcast. Or invite me to the studio, and maybe we can tell my story on the mic.
Really?
And I like what you said about you being like, maybe being at the studio, listening to the bit, and then just coming up with the lyrics, which is something that you said actually happened with your latest song, right?
Yeah,
can you just tell us a little bit about Girl For Me, your latest song?
Okay, so Girl For Me, I was sitting with one of my homeboys. It's a guy that I just met last year, actually. I'd always see him with some people that know me, right? So I got to know him like that.
Through mutual friends.
Yeah, and then one time we were studying at Watson Wheeler, and then because I studied by the computer labs, and then I came out by the common area because I had my girlfriend was studying there, and then I saw him. He was also studying there, but he was not on Ulwazi, he was on FL Studio. So I was like, because it doesn't look like somebody that makes music at all. He's a Dian, a real Kosa man.
I hope no offense is taken.
Please, no offense taken. No. But the stereotype about like artists, if you look at me, probably, I have earrings on, probably you can assume that,
Yes, they are. Yeah, that's very true.
And then he doesn't wear durags, he doesn't wear earrings, he just wears like, a regular person. Well, I wear like a regular person too, but I'm just saying that,
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to put out.
I like artists who do that, who like break the stereotypes, who like belong in the gray area, actually.
That's really, it really is, if you can break that, it's great, And so he was low-key, you wouldn't guess that he does that.
Yeah, but it was what you saw on his screen.
Yeah, I saw on screen, and I was like, oh, he does FL actually, so I decided to speak to him, and I'm like, do you do music? And then he tells me he makes beat. And then that's how I took his numbers. And then we always told each other that we need a listening session where I listen to his beats and I can pick some to work on. And then exams were there. But once I finally finished, I visited him and he was playing me beats. He played me an Afro beat and I loved it. And it wasn't the one that I used, by the way. I still have it. I still need to record to it, you know.
Okay, yeah.
And I loved it. It was something I'd never work on, right? And then I texted my other boy to see if he's free. And then he said he's free. We can go record. And then I decided to go with him.
To the recording studio.
To the recording studio.
That is owned by your friend.
Yeah, that is owned by my friend. And as we were sitting there, he was also like, no, just play me some beats, you know, because he also makes beats, but he's like, no, I like to hear new sounds.
It's very good. It's good for growth.
Yeah, and then that guy that I just spoke about, his name is 80. I have to put
Shout out to you,
80. Yeah, and then he played beats. He played hip hop beats as well, which I'll probably use, you know. But hip hop beats don't move me that much because I'm used to hip hop beats. You know, it's always my go-to. But if I want something new, you know, you want to hear something new, Afrobeat was like
different for you. You had never done anything
like that. So when he played that beat, Girl For Me, the Girl For Me beat, it was just, we all loved it, you know. And then as the beat was playing, and then I started humming like, you know, so I just got the tune, but I didn't have words to it, right? Then as I was humming to it, that guy, Bilo, also got that part. We
like that part.
Yeah.
Just wanna show you that. Something. Yeah, I know. Like but, something. It's something. I don't know the lyrics, but it's something there.
Yeah,
it's nice. You should listen to it.
It's really nice.
You find yourself going in the kitchen.
Girl, when I see you, yeah. You know. But he also didn't have words. But so we already have the idea of how, you know, and how we can flow on it. So like, no, and then it's great. Let's just put words to it. And then put words to it. It was like, I feel like the beat speaks to you. Sometimes you don't plan to write a love song or anything. But imagine on that beat, I was rapping about gangster stuff, you know. I put
because it's like,
or go there like I'm a gangster. But
it's like it kind of like it's like the beat itself has the lyrics in it somehow. So I just feel like it wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't have worked.
Exactly. Or for example, my other song before that one was like Bad Guy. You know, it wasn't like a love song. So that one also the beat spoke for itself. So that beat simply said that it's a love song.
Yeah.
So I just said to make it a love song, you know, and that's how I wrote that hook. And then I recorded my part first and then left it with him, and then he did his part later. But the hook, we recorded it because I had my part, he had his part, and he just had to add words.
Yeah, to
and
the
then
song.
we did it. And then after getting the hook, the verses we had to put the verses, right? Yeah. And if you hear my verse, it's pretty simple. Like I feel like I didn't complicate anything, you know. I went with a simple flow.
It was and it's also like the first time I heard the song. Can I just go back to that moment?
Yeah.
So the first time we heard the song, we were actually celebrating something as like young people who had made it into house committee, and you decided to play that song for us, which we had not released at that time, which feels very special right now that I know that it was not released.
And we recorded it the previous night actually.
And it was amazing how you guys played. Just like celebrating our win as house committees, and everyone was just having a good time. And you guys you played at exactly the right time that everyone needed to be dancing, because we were done eating and people just wanted to hit the dance floor, and you were like, "Girl for me
when I close my eyes."
Let's do it one more time. Sing. You the girl for me when I close my eyes. You the one I see. You drive me crazy. You the girl for me when I close my eyes. You the one I see. You drive me crazy.
Did that response encourage you guys to actually release the song the time that you did?
It did. Actually, the reaction actually had encouraged me to release it much earlier. But then I thought again, because I need to add it to Spotify playlist, right? And you need about 4 weeks. And from 4 weeks from that time would have been like in December. And I know people in December are busy.
Yeah, they won't have time to listen.
Yeah, and the songs that you're probably listening to, you're probably listening to Hip to Amapiano.
We are
You know, those
now like
trending
looking
songs,
forward
'cause,
to the what
you
is
know,
called the
the
countdown,
60 yeah,
quiz,
countdown. You wanna,
of course, the Metro FM countdown.
Exactly.
We're not looking for any new songs because we already like we've ripped the year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, no man, let me not compete with only big artists can try that move. So I was like, which month is suitable? I thought of January as well, but I know January, there's registration, so it's a bit stressful.
Busy as well.
And I thought, no man, February is a month of love, so why not just release it in February, but not on the 14th, on the 1st, so that people can catch on. By the 14th, it will already people already catch on it. They'll already have it.
People are already using it on videos. Yeah.
So that's why I released it on the 1st of February. Yeah. But otherwise, the reaction was, because I watched the video until now, and it was really beautiful.
And I like the fact that from the night there was a picture that you guys that you took, and you used that picture as the cover of the album.
Yeah.
I feel like I was part of something great. I honestly do.
Or maybe we were part of something great.
We all were part of something great.
You guys,
I guess we all were part of something great. This is amazing, and you guys should go to Spotify, YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah.
Also listen to the song. He's there.
Everywhere.
Can you just share your handles, please?
Young Breeze. Everything is written properly. Young is in young, and then Breeze. The air, not breezy, just breeze. Everywhere, and make sure my picture is there. If you go on Spotify, find the one with my picture. I'm sure you can see my face.
That's his face. This is his real face.
This is my real face. This is my real face. Yeah. Make sure you find the one with my picture on. Spotify, Apple Music, it's there as well. YouTube Music, everywhere. Amazon Music, but I doubt anybody uses. But yeah, whichever platform you use, search Young Breeze. You'll find the song, and I hope you enjoy. And
after you have enjoyed, please share with your friends, share with your colleagues, play it give it to your taxi driver to play it in the text so that everyone hears the song.
Definitely.
It's quite exciting. And I like what you touched on registration, but we'll cycle back to that. Just hold that thought right for now. Let's talk about how you promote your music. So I saw a poster that you were one of the artists that were performing at Beer Garden, and if anyone knows Beer Garden, or anyone who studies at Wits knows that Beer Garden is like one of the biggest events at the beginning of the year that the SRC hosts. And there was obviously the performance that you did for us as house committee, and you're using this platform, like opportunity here at Wits, to like literally grow in music wise. So what are other ways that you promote your music?
If I'm really being honest, right now I have a promoting plan, right? I have a promoting plan, but most of last year I was carried by where I was already at. I wasn't doing that much work. Most of my work came from 2022, right? Before that I had some music, right? My songs were there. And then I recorded the song called Halfway There. It's just the amount of work I'd put into it. I planned to get a proper, most of my songs before that, I was recording them in my room. But that one, I paid to go to like a studio, professional studio. I paid the guy a feature there because I know he's good. So the effort I put there actually motivated me to actually focus on now getting out to the people, right? So 2022, I'd stand by, Wattenwell outside Wattenwell. When I'm studying, every time I'm taking a break, 30 minutes, I'm standing out there and asking everyone to subscribe, because I released the music video. I also paid for that one. I paid about 2,000. So all of that, and it was like really quality, something that I'd never done, or I haven't seen any of other artists doing, right? Well, in my league at that time. Yeah. So I was inspired by that. So I would stand at Wattenwela and then ask people to check out the music and subscribe. And the more I would do it, I would get more subscribers, and I'd also get more listeners. I'd get known by people as well. That's how I think I gained a bit of popularity at Wits through that. And then there were people who are also passionate, who are creative. For example, you have a YouTube channel and you care about growing it. So people like that, if you were to find me there asking people to subscribe to my channel, feel like, you know, they will end up helping me actually. Some people would stand with me there and
ask other people to subscribe
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing it like, you know, like I was desperate. I was doing it like I'm engaging with you. Like I would ask how's school, you know, and then ask you to subscribe at the end. So that's what I used to do. And then I would go to radio stations, show them my video, and I would get interviewed. And then there's the local newspaper publishing newspaper company. I went to them and then I showed them my music video as well, and told them that I'm an upcoming artist from here. And then they booked an interview with me, and then they published a story about me, an article about me. Yes. So that also gave me popularity. And then with the Wits 100, sent them an email. Okay, I actually also wrote, because I can design, right? I can do Canva works, right? So I did an artist profile, make sure it looked, it had quality and stuff. So I would email Wits and send them the artist profile. And then they called me to perform at the Wits 100. And that for me was like the biggest, 2022, that was the biggest platform I'd been on.
And that event was very big.
It was big.
It was even like advertised in New York, I think.
Yeah.
It was really big.
It was really big.
And if you don't know about the event, you can actually go to the Wits website and check out more information about it.
That, yeah.
And yeah, that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
So like that was, I think you've gained so much momentum, like, and you should continue creating.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful that you're not just a creative, you're also a student at Wits studying accounting. I'm not going to dwell into that, like go deep into that. There is an interview you did with another podcaster.
Okay.
Please speak about it. Like,
yeah, like I said, with last year I wasn't really doing much work because I had already done much work in 2022. So last year I joined the Music Society and I'm already doing music. So Music Society would publish my stuff as well on their page. People that already know me would also post their stuff. And then Vatisi actually texted me on Instagram. He thought I'd already made it. He thought I'm already famous. But you know, my followers shows that I'm still upcoming. I'm very much upcoming. So he sent a very long message, and he made me feel like a superstar. You know, I couldn't say no. You know, and
that's very nice.
I was very glad. So he said he found a post about me on the Wits Music Society. And then he decided to text me, and then he was texting as if I will not go. Like, you know,
like he's just testing
like,
the waters, trying his luck.
Yeah, and I checked his Instagram, and I saw it didn't have a lot of followers that time, but the content that he was making
was also actually interviewing other musicians.
And I liked the visions, you know. So I was like, no man, I'm very much interested. I texted him and told him, okay, it's just that now I'm preparing for exams. We can do it after the exams. And then, you know, I got there and he told me more about what he does and how he started and how it was different from the other interviews I've actually done.
Yeah.
Just like this is also different. So I feel like I love this because it's also different from the interviews.
He loves you, tells lovers. He loves our home.
No, it's great. You know, every setup is different. So I love the fact that I'm having a new experience with
each and every single time you get to like go to another
interview.
I think that's kind of interesting. I would love that as well. Having a great experience, a new one each and every single time. And I feel like I actually have new experiences every time because I sit here with a different person, and even if it happens that I'm sitting here with someone that has been here before, it's always a different conversation, so I get to know more about it. I'm like, yo, young people are doing a lot, hey.
Exactly.
And I like it because it's like you guys are taking charge of your future. I like how you were marketing your business by just standing by Waiting Wheeler Library. Someone would be like, I wouldn't stand there. But how are they going to discover you sitting at home?
Exactly.
How are they going to discover you just sharing on WhatsApp? Share on WhatsApp, it's like most likely people just know you, friends and family and relatives. And maybe people that you consider your enemies, but you're just keeping them there so that they know what's happening in your life.
You know.
But then if you go out and tell people, which is what we also do with my podcast, sometimes we go out and ask people to subscribe. Some people take it nicely, some people don't.
And you don't
but
have to feel bad, like
Yeah, because
You'll actually be shocked by how many people will be inspired through that, because literally people
True.
just tell me that, wow, you're doing a great job.
I've had other people contact me as well and telling me that they were wanting to start a YouTube channel that they're gonna start, and I've actually seen
Exactly.
them start.
You
I've
see.
seen others like be like, your video, that video was very impactful. I also had this. The comment sections, you should. Speaking of comment section, drop your own comment, Majila.
Make sure you drop them below and
Tell us what
subscribe
you
to the
think.
channel as well, you know.
Tell us what you think. If you there are questions that you would have liked to ask
be
Young
asked.
Breeze, and we didn't get to ask him today, just leave the question there, and he will get to it.
I'll definitely respond, unless course is dealing with me though.
But when it's done, Angiton is really at the first time he said he was busy and he had to deal with exams first before he went back and did the
Yeah.
interview. So
Yeah.
even now, if you drop a question here, even if it takes 5 months, he's gonna come back
I'll
and
definitely
respond.
come back and respond, you know.
And yeah, and I'm just like, I'm so excited for what you're doing, and I feel like we don't have a lot of time,
Yeah.
and there is actually a need for us to like sit again, meet and talk more about your career and the things that you're doing. He's actually studying accounting science, which is quite interesting, and I just want to spare 2 minutes for a game that I prepared for him today. Let's just get to that. So for the game, let's get to it. It's questions. Let's see how much you know your school content. Anyway, the question is,
Don't blame me if I appear dumb though, you know.
no, we're holding you to a very high standard. You better
Oh
get them
my
right.
God.
You better get them right. Anyway,
Will do.
why did the accountant bring a ladder to work?
Why did the accountant bring a letter to work? Accountant brought a letter to work.
Yeah, ni busy na malada.
Oh my God.
What is
I mean,
it?
if an accountant brings a letter to work, he's probably auditing it. It's probably inspecting it to see that, you know, the barcode number appears on the asset register and stuff.
As it should be.
You know?
I think it's quite. I don't know what we're gonna say about this one, but the
But that's a
answer
tough one.
is to reach the high numbers.
Oh my God. But why?
Because you need to climb the ladder most in order for you to reach the high numbers. Okay. I think that audit one, you can just hang it. Like, hang it as an answer you can always refer to.
Yeah, I mean, that was more of like, you know, the technical side.
I'm giving you a tip. Hold on to the answer. You might need it as we go, because there are more questions coming.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, makes sense.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay, why did the accountant keep falling over?
He was tripping on the numbers.
She couldn't find her balance sheet.
Oh!
Oh, he couldn't find his balance sheet.
He couldn't balance the numbers. Okay, it was fine.
He couldn't find his balance sheet, so then he kept on falling over. That's like so funny.
Oh, that's good.
That's funny. Oh God.
Oh.
Okay, what do you call a liability without any friends?
A liability without any friends. Expenses.
A loan.
Oh. Alone. Okay, now I
That's
get
a
it.
joke.
This is more rap actually than accounting.
It's
That's a bar.
Really?
That's a punchline.
That sounds so interesting.
That's a punchline.
Make one. Like, do a punchline with that.
With
this information, like
should
with
I
the loan
spend that
thing.
information or should I award
Make
the
a
punchline?
make a punchline. Like, do the
With the
rap
loan.
thing. Yeah.
I got a lot of debt, so I'm always alone.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Because you're thinking, okay,
Double
alone,
meaning.
but then alone. Yeah, it sounds
I'm
like
always
similar.
alone because I owe a lot.
Yeah, but
Or
then it sounds
I have
like.
a lot of debts, and that's alone. So I'm in.
Oh yeah, it sounds nice. That's
Yeah.
really Rap is for smart people. So if you rap, you smart. Thank you. Anyway.
So they say. But if you're doing anything with your life, even if you're still figuring it out, you're smart.
Yeah, that's something.
smart.
That's something.
Yeah.
Pella, we go through different phases at different times.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is like, okay, the third last question. So there's going to be 2 more after this one.
Okay.
What did the overworked asset say to the other assets?
Overworked asset say to the other asset. What did he say?
I feel so underdepreciated.
Where did you get these
I think-
accounting jokes? I can't even answer them though.
The internet is a big space.
That's not fair. I should have researched too, because
Of course, I feel like if I said so, you're gonna like look at this and then find the answers and come here
and
like just win everything.
And be like,
you know, just take the cup and like walk out of here. And then I'll be like, oh my God, why did I ask all those questions? Because now you know all the answers.
But now I'm getting all of them wrong though.
Not necessarily. There's still that audit one. You carried that one, like you're carrying it with you. But reaching the high numbers, okay, you didn't get that one.
No, I didn't get it right. Yeah.
It's bad.
Ish.
Kubi.
Ish.
Anyway, how did the auditor propose to his girlfriend?
How did he propose to his girlfriend?
Can I give you a clue?
Please.
Okay, with an engagement.
Oh. But you've already given me the answer though.
No, there's a missing word. I said
Engagement.
dash.
Engagement. Engagement deal? Engagement ring? But I know what an engagement is.
With an engagement later.
I feel dumb. My auditing lecturers would be disappointed right now.
Can I have their email address?
Oh my God.
What do you call an accountant with an opinion? This is the last question.
Accountant with an opinion. I've got to know this.
Think about everything we did in this game, and this is the last question.
Auditor.
Yay!
I got it right. I mean, auditors do give audit opinions, so yeah. That was actually a straightforward one.
How do you feel about the game?
It was tough, but fun. Very fun.
At least you got 1 out of 6. That's like a good. It's not bad. You know, we can still take him back to school. He's gonna do better.
I'll do better this year.
Yeah,
I'll go read
you
my
know.
books, by the way. I'll go read my books. Make sure this won't happen again.
That's usually I like what you just said now, because it's something that you touched on the interview that you had with
Vatisi.
Vatisi. Oh my
Yeah.
God, his name is so like out of this world.
Yeah, but it was creative.
And he was very creative. Anyway, with the interview you had with Vatisi, you said that in varsity it's very difficult, but then it's very important that when you fall, you get up again and you do it like you go back to school.
Yeah. I feel like it always starts with the passion. I mean, do courses that you're passionate about, right? Do courses that you love, so that when you fall, you really want to get there, you know? If you really want to be, let's say, doctor so bad, no matter how much you fall, no matter even if you fail that year, it's not going to take you longer, but at the end, you still want to see yourself as a doctor.
You're still passionate about it.
You're still passionate about it, you know? So it's very important, because failure happens, trust me. You could be smart. It can happen to anyone. I was a smart kid, but I
don't like you using it in past tense. He was a smart kid and he failed. It happens to everyone. So stay in school, kids.
I studied overnight just to get 50%, by the way.
That's bad out here. Stay away from Wits. Anyway, bye. It was very lovely being with you guys. It was very lovely being with you, Young Freezy. I'm looking forward to having you again, and I'm hoping that our audience are looking forward to having you again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video.
Share.
Next Saturday, we're back here.